Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 73. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal contain iodine and pyridine, palladium phosphine complex and alkene with tertiary butyl tin groups, and you have sodium borohydride with ceria chloride, and you have 7 lattice water. Here the 4 products are given. The products contain reduction of ketone group and the new CC bond is formed there. Fate of alkene also real question, whether alkene is retained or alkene is removed. Here from the palladium reagent you might guess it's a naming reaction involved, and the selective reduction is definitely involved here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you have conjugated ketone, you have alkene there, and you are using the iodine. So the iodination happens at the double bond, 3-member ring forms there. Then you are using the pyridine. Pyridine, what it happens is it abstracts the proton and you have ring opening there. So the ring is open, you have iodine is attached. Then the next step you are using the tin and palladium catalyst. So you might guess it's a head coupling. So head coupling, what really happens is just a vinylic coupling will be there. The iodine will be removed and new CC bond is formed there. Next step you are using the sodium borohydride with ceria chloride. Then you might guess it is a Luce selective reduction. What it really means, it will selectively reduce the ketonic group which is in the alpha beta unsaturated position, or you can say conjugated ketone. So double bonds are undisturbed, only ketone converted into alcohol there. So the answer is clearly A. Here you have to learn 2 important things, which is a naming reaction. One is head coupling. Head coupling involves alkyl halide with vinyl attachment, so you got new CC coupling. Next thing is Luce selective reduction. What it really means the ketonic group which is in the alpha beta unsaturated position reduced to the alcohol there. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is bicyclic compound with 6-member and 4-member ring, and you have 2 types of alcohol, which is a primary alcohol and another is a tertiary alcohol. You are using tosyl chloride and pyridine and calcium carbonate. Next step you are using the base with sulfoxide. Here they ask you to find the product. The products contain the new ring formation, which can be 3-member oxide ring or 4-member or just a ring expansion. So the competition between the new cyclic ring as well as ring expansion is there. So you have to think of catalyst and a new reagent sulfoxide. So from the product you might guess the rearrangement occurs and O-ring formation is the real question. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal contains alcohol and you have tosyl chloride. What really happens is the free alcoholic group, which is the primary one, get tosylated. Tertiary one cannot get tosylated due to its steric position. Moreover, the pyridine also bulkier one as well as tosylate also bulkier one. So the proton abstraction as well as the tosylate replacement is not feasible. So primary proton abstraction will be there. Alcoholic group converted into OTS. Next step you are using the strong base. So the strong base abstract the proton negative charge found there. Here negative charge has to be quenched. It is only possible by leaving of OTS group. So the leaving of OTS group is possible by moving of methylene group. So the ring expansion occurs. New 6-7 bond formation occurs there. So if you rewrite it very clearly, you have new 7-member ring with ketonic groups. The next step you are using the sulfoxide. This reagent is very specific reagent. This reagent methylates the carbonyl group. So what really happens is the methylation happens at CO. New 3-member epoxy ring will be there. So the product is clearly A. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is when you have charge, you have to think of quenching. The meaningful quenching pathway is attaching with easy leaving group. And second thing is the reagent. The sulfoxide reagent is very much important. It methylates carbonyl and you form epoxide. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is pyridine moiety with chlorine and bromine and methyl is there. All are in the different position. You are using methylamine and heat. They ask you to find the product. The products are where really the amination will be happen. Where amine group will attach. Whether it is in the second position or third position or fourth position. So the real question is where is the reaction center? Or ring is selective here, or good leaving group chlorine or bromine is deciding here is the real question. The question is really about fundamentals. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal you have chlorine and bromine, but in pyridine always the reaction is influenced by stability of the formed pieces which is on the 4th position and 2 position. The nucleophilic attack facile at 2 position or 4th position. So what really happened is nucleophile attack 4 because it has good leaving group chlorine. So the attack is happening on second carbon, so attack will there and the negative charge travel. The negative charge has to be constant, again it travels, chlorine leaves there. Why this reaction may look simple? Why it is important? Because this reaction is driven by the anion stability which is promoted by the ring current or resonance. Suppose if you think blunt way, you might think the bromine is a good leaving group, that's where the reaction will happen. No, it is not really happen because it is addition elimination mechanism. You might think of stability of ion in the ring. Here you have to learn only one important thing. Even though the system have good leaving group, always the stability decided by its own. Here aromaticity and the ring current. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is a pyrrole system with Bach reagent. Bach will product the amine there. Then you are using the alkyne with sulfonic acid derivative. Then you are using the heat. Next step you are using the reduction catalyst which is hydrogen and palladium carbon and methanol. Here 4 products are given. The 4 products are in the many forms. The first product suggests that just a carbon-carbon bond formation as well as vanishing of aromaticity. Second one suggests that the B answer suggests that just a carbon-carbon bonding, nothing more. The C answer suggests that bicyclic system is formed and position of alkene is the real question between C and D. So in bicyclic the alkene formation is important there. So you have to understand that new CC bond formation definitely occur and selective reduction also real question. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contain amine and you have alkyne system. The starting metal you have pyrrole and alkyne. Here also the important thing you should know, even pyrrole can undergo cycloaddition reaction. So cycloaddition occurs, frigid nitrogen form there. Here I given colors for your understanding. The alkyne given in the green color here. New diene is formed there which is in the end position. So there is a 2 type of double bond is there, isolated double bond and conjugated double bond. Here the nature of double bond, one is come from alkyne, one is come from the ring. Here conjugated double bond, the conjugation rises from the sulfur. So if you use hydrogen and palladium, only isolated double bond get reduced. This is the mystery behind it. Only the non-conjugated double bond get reduced. So the answer is C. Let us see how it's happened. Due to the poor electron density at conjugated bond, because the electrons are mobilized, it cannot pin the electron to the. So the absorption of catalyst is not favorable. Hence the reduction only occurs at the isolated double bond. So the answer is clearly C. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is even pyrrole can undergo cycloaddition. Second thing is hydrogen and palladium carbon always look for the isolated double bond, not conjugated double bond. It will be effective only on non-conjugated double bond. Then the question number 5. The starting metal contains the substituted benzene system with alcohol and amine. Then you are using the anhydride kind of architecture with 4 oxygen. You are using pyridine as the solvent there. They ask you to find the product. The products are mostly about where the reaction is occur and which is the good nucleophile and which is a good electrophile. So the 4 answers are given. Whether the reaction center is oxygen or nitrogen is the real question. If it is oxygen, what really happened to other reactant? So the 4 possibilities are given here. Here you have to understand that many functional groups are involved and the real question is where is the reaction center? The answer is B. Let us see how. The answer will be very simple if you know the basics. Here you have starting middle content dicarbonyl system which connected through the oxygen there. If you compare two carbonyl 1 and 2, the second carbonyl is with 2 oxygen, one carbonyl with 1 oxygen. So what really happened is the mesomeric effect of oxygen reduces the nucleophilicity. The second one with 2 hydrogen, so more reduction in the nucleophilicity, hence one will be active there. So what really happens is the nucleophilic attack, so amine attacks the carbonyl there, and you have the charge transfer, you have CO2 and methanol there. Here the two selectivity occurs there. In the benzene ring only amines react, in the diketone category only first carbon is react. So you have N-acyl system as the product. So you have to learn two important things. One is finding the nucleophilicity. Whenever you look at the system, you have to think of the charge density there. Here, charge density at first carbon is higher than the second carbon because of its electron donating oxygen or mesomeric oxygen. Second thing is when compared to alcohol, amine is very reactive and it is attracted towards the alkene there. So you have N-acylation will be happen there. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.